I said Coach Prime built the SEC team. I know he built one. I even had to talk in the barbershop about it. But without further ado, let's break this thing down, man. Let's break it down. Let's break this thing down. I'm gonna go team by team. I'm gonna give you a team every day. I'm gonna give you a team every day. We gonna start with the bottom feeders of the SEC. Since they just think the SEC is just all that and a bag of chips. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's start with it. Like we ain't got a team that can go into the SEC and do what they do. Let's start with the 16th ranked team. Y'all already know who that is. They always not very good unless a coach come in there and he just changed the game. Now, you seen that Coach James Franklin came in and changed the game at this school right here, Vanderbilt. But let's start with them. Coach Prime's squad is better than them. So if they better than them, that means they got an SEC squad. This in the SEC, right? Now, I know this the lower level SEC team, but it's still in the SEC. They still get benefits of everything the SEC get. Now, imagine if Coach Prime would have been, if Colorado would have been in the SEC and removed Vanderbilt. The recruits we would have got, God, dog. But let's just talk about it. All right, they have 4 players returning on offense, 5 on defense. Now, last year, they only won 2 games, Hawaii and Alabama A&M. That's a HBCU, it's Alabama A&M, and Hawaii, they D1, but they like group of 5 D1, so that don't even really count. All right, Wake Forest. I say they fought hard. UNLV, that's a group of 5. They lost to them, but they fought hard. Kentucky beat the brakes off of them. Missouri, yeah, they beat brakes off of them. Yeah. Florida beat the brakes off of them. Georgia, they beat the brakes off of them. Ole Miss, they beat the brakes off of them. Auburn beat the brakes off. South Carolina definitely beat the brakes off. And Tennessee beat the brakes off. Now, our squad is better than Vanderbilt's squad. Now, Vanderbilt this year, they play Virginia Tech. Then they play Alcorn State. Alcorn. I don't know which way y'all call it, but forgive me if I said it wrong. All right. They play them, so that's a win. That's one win they going to get. Virginia Tech, they probably going to lose. Georgia State, they might beat. Well, they play them in Atlanta. They got Ball State, they might beat. And everybody else, they going to get beat. Now, give us this schedule. Give us this schedule and give us 23 recruiting in the SEC and 24 being in the SEC. Woo, goodness. Now, we already got a team that could be in the SEC right now because we can take them out. We could remove Vanderbilt and be in there right now. We could remove Vanderbilt and take over. And Virginia Tech, if they had us on the schedule, they'd be like, oh, boy. Georgia State, so we're 3-0 right now. Missouri, they'll have to come with it. Alabama, they'll have to come with it. Kentucky, that's another win, so that's 4. I got question marks about Missouri and Alabama. But I break them down in the long run. I'm going to break them down. Don't worry. I'm going to come to the big dogs of the group. I'm just going to take you day by day why we got an SEC squad. Kentucky, we'll get them, but I'll talk about that. Ball State, that's a win. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Texas, we'll talk about that later. We have to come with it. Auburn, I actually feel like that's a win right out the gate. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we bowl eligible already. South Carolina, 7. LSU and Tennessee, we'll talk about it. But that's just half of it. So this one team, if we was, now we on the outside. We building from the outside and we doing our thing. Imagine if we was in the SEC in 23, he recruited in the SEC. And 24. Ooh, if we already got a squad that can be in the SEC right now, imagine what it looked like if we would have stayed over. But, all right, let's see what they got. They quarterback. And he know his name Diego. Now, Diego might go out there and do his thing. Let me see what Diego did. Diego rushed for 900 yards and 2,900 yards passing. And he's gonna compete with Nate Johnson, who ran a 10.5 in 100 meters. Excuse me, but isn't a polished passer. So quarterback right now, we got that. Now Diego, he probably gonna get the start. I just think he gonna get the start. I just think he is, and his based on that, he gonna start. So Shador is already better than him. So Shador coming to the SEC already make Vanderbilt take them way up. They offense immediately go up. All right. Now, he got a running back. His running back, they got him as a starter, and they got a wide receiver as a starter. Now, old boy transfer, Will Shepherd, he with us. But he would have been a starter. So they would have had 2 starting wide receivers, but, you know, he with us now. All right. Alexander last year had 96 carries, only 300 yards. Now, I don't know. He's the starter. Now, the carries to the yards, he balling. So Alexander is a baller. But do we got... Man, I don't even want to do it that way. I ain't going to go player for player because I don't want to knock them. They are doing their thing. Diego handling business. Alexander, he's going to get an opportunity. And he's only a sophomore. He's going to have an opportunity to tote that thing even more. So you know he can handle business. 96 carries on 300 yards. He doing his thing. Let me see who else they got. So I ain't even going to go player for player. I just know. And that guy, Diego, he transferred in from New Mexico State. So that ain't even verse SEC talent. So he did that at New Mexico State. He balled out now. 2,900 yards passing. 26 total touchdowns overall. No, passing 26 touchdowns. And only 9 picks. He did his thing. And now he ran the ball a lot. And they won 10 games last year. So, he's a good quarterback. He might possibly get a shot at the NFL. But if we bring our squad, now our squad right now, we could interchange them, put Vanderbilt, bring Colorado over here, or every game we play ain't going to be a highlight. But I'm not going to go player for player because each player in his own right, no matter what school he at, you start and you earn that. That's a big boy deal. They can't help it at Vanderbilt that they grade point average so high to get in that you're not going to be able to get ballers like that. Now, is it in a nice area? It's in Nashville. And in Nashville, you got Tennessee State. So you get the best of both worlds. You got your HBCU and you in the SEC. So, and then, you know, Nashville, a nice city in general. So, bam. You give us and put our squad in the SEC. And let Vanderbilt wear Colorado. We wear the same colors, black and gold. Let us switch uniforms. Let us rock the Vanderbilt. And Coach Prime was there. Boy, we was stacked up. Y'all think James Franklin had that thing rolling. Imagine what Coach Prime would have did. But let's remove that and just say, take Vanderbilt, place them in a high GPA to get in a school over there in the Big 12 and place Colorado right here. And we got to face these teams. We going to a bowl, I tell you that. Now, I ain't gonna give you my Missouri thoughts of Alabama, Texas, LSU, and Tennessee thoughts. Everybody else we would have whooped. But I say them for when we roll up on them. I'm gonna go school by school. I just know this coach right here, and that's just the way the cookie crumble. When you in the SEC. At Vanderbilt, you either coming in with a 5. Listen, Vanderbilt really wanted to win. Well, he been there 3 years. Coach Prime, coach what? 3 football seasons? Well, 21, 22, 23. technically 3 real football seasons, but they gave him that spring. But if they would have hired Coach Prime, if Vanderbilt would have said, "Oh, Vanderbilt, y'all did this to yourself," you could have decided, you know what? We already stay losing. Now, when we dominated, we had James Franklin and Derek Mason came and he tried to keep it going, but they couldn't. So, if they would have hired Coach Prime 3 years ago, Vanderbilt wouldn't be the laughing stock of the SEC. I tell you that. We would have figured something out for that grade point average. We would have figured something out. Boy, hey, they could have hired him. But whatever they got going on at Vanderbilt, that's why they only won 2 games and ranked last in the conference. Now, this coach right here, excuse me, it ain't really his fault technically, because you got to come in, you got to come in a certain kind of way. This ain't really his fault. I'm going to say it's because the grade point average. It's just hard. But this quarterback, Diego, he going to get him a better opportunity because he can run and throw. The running back going to have more chance to shine. He only look like a true sophomore or maybe a redshirt sophomore. Quincy going to do his thing. He's 6'2", 205 at wide receiver. But I'm just telling y'all, man. Let me see what they say about Quincy. Senior Quincy stepped forward this spring. So he going to get his opportunity. They say the overview. Their coach took a last year 10-game losing streak, a sign that his plan signed to develop freshmen over the long haul, including a pro-style quarterback, wasn't working. The plan now used NIL and transfer portal to upgrade the roster and find more mobility at quarterback. Now, Coach Prime would have came in and did right there out the gate. We would have went straight with going to get ballers. So, Vanderbilt, I listen. I'm gonna tell you now. Like when what's my boy name? Paul Feinbaum got Lane Kiffin fired. I'm gonna tell you this, because we ain't getting nobody fired, but I'm telling you who to hire. Vanderbilt. Go throw the bank and everything you got at Coach Prime. Go tell him that you'll do whatever. If he say jump, y'all say high. Y'all need him. Because what y'all starting to do, the plan now, to use NIL and the transfer portal to upgrade the roster, that should have been the plan ASAP. But because the way y'all do things at Vanderbilt, that's why it is what it is. But Vanderbilt, you probably going to let him go. I doubt y'all beat Virginia Tech. You'll probably beat Alcorn State. You might beat Georgia State. Missouri, no. Alabama, no. Kentucky, no. Ball State, you might win. So you might get 3 wins this year. You might get 3. Texas, no. Auburn, no. South Carolina, LSU, Tennessee, no. So you might win 3 games. You might get 3 games. You might. 2 group of 5s and HBCU. You might get 3 wins. But with Coach Prime, would have been recruiting before, but not even Jackson State. Like, he the straight came here. Woo! Woo! Boy, guess who would have been watching Vanderbilt? Me and everybody else. Guess how much Vanderbilt games would have been on TV? A lot of them. Man. But everything worked the way it's supposed to work. I'm just saying, Vanderbilt, if I'm you, I'm gonna make my first option Coach Prime. I'm gonna say, I don't care what nobody talking about. Change them standards, at least for the football players, so we can get somebody in here that know how to play ball. Now, of course, I love the GPA because I want players to have a very high GPA and very high test scores and all that. But man, all them other schools ain't got it. So hey, let's get in and do what we do. So right now, if you gave Coach Prime a chance to have Vanderbilt back when he first got on, or just the past last year and the last 2 recruiting cycles, 23 and 24, you gave him that, I guarantee you we wouldn't be 16. We wouldn't be at the bottom. But like I said, I'm going to take y'all school by school. I'm going to take y'all one school at a time because the SEC, they came for me yesterday. Oh, man, this, that, and the third. Coach Prime squad is better than a lot of teams in the SEC. We're going one by one. And tomorrow, I'm going to give y'all Mississippi State. We're going to work that thing. But let me hear that. Let me hear what y'all talking about. Let me hear what y'all talking about. JB, what's good? Miss Johnson, what's happening? Clyde, what's happening? Matt, you say Georgia State team came along. That's what I'm saying. They might get 3 wins. It'll be Georgia State, Ball State, and Alabama A&M. That might be their 3 wins. It's crazy to be on the squad that you just know taking losses like that. Golly. Matt, you say Georgia State can beat Georgia Tech? Well, then take that win back. They only gonna get 2 wins then. And if Ball State any better, they might only get 1. Whew. They finna let that man go. Unless he pull a shocker and win. I keep him if he can win 5. I would keep him if he can win 5. But I doubt it. Coach, ain't nothing against you, bro. It's just they want me to talk about the SEC and Coach Prime, so I'm giving it to him. Coach Prime, this team won. He better than Vanderbilt. He better than a lot of schools, but we're going one by one. Tomorrow, I'm going to give y'all Mississippi State. We're going to go right in order. Matt, it's raining here, too. Jennifer, what's good? Matt, you say, I wish college ball was how it was back in the days. I remember when CU used to play them teams like Georgia, Alabama. I do remember that, but I don't know how it went. I just know I seen a play where old boy was just mousing them. But if it's set up the way it needs to be set up right now for Coach Prime. Rod the Man Media, what's happening? Platinum, what's good? Coach AM. Hey, man, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Andrea, what's good? Carl, what's happening? ABA, you say Bob and social media just gave Coach Prime and CU credit, but we know the bus could be correct. Man, they was on me. Did he just say that Coach Prime team is better than the SEC, like it built like an SEC team? I didn't even say who he was better than. I just said he had an SEC. So they jumped. Bob, did he just say that? He must have been talking about Vanderbilt. And he's not even up to Vanderbilt's level. Nah, we just discredited that. We'll crush Vanderbilt. Put us with Vanderbilt, we'll crush them. And I tell you, I'm gonna go through every one of them up to their heavyweights. We gonna go through every one of them up to their heavyweights, and we gonna talk about it. If they was on our schedule and we was in the SEC and we had to play Vanderbilt, that's a win. That is a certified win with what we got. Parker, you say Prime knows better than some of these. Correct. We could have had Coach Prime would have been at Vanderbilt this past year. Would have been rocking. Boom, boom. Guess where I would have been? Instead of in Boulder, I would have been in Nashville. So that's one squad we better than right now. So do we got an SEC team? We got one. We better than them, and they in the SEC. But check this out. The thing is, they ain't giving us. If we was in the SEC, we would have got SEC type of players that wanted to. Ooh, boy, we were they glad that man ain't in the SEC. Carl, you said how was NC? Man, listen, it was beautiful. I would tell my homeboy, I say, listen, I love my Lakeland area because I'm from Bartow, so I'm from the area. But in the summertime, I could stay up there. I could get me a little crib and just chill out. I was close by everything. Everything was right there, so I could live up there. All right, man, you say keep grinding, bro. About to jump on that interview with Uncle. Oh, hey, rep that thing, boy. Hey, man, y'all go tune in to Rod the Man Media. They finna jump on with Uncle Nelly. Y'all ride that out. Now ride that out. Rod the Man, you say I'm gonna catch out. Yeah. Do that. Holla at me. Carl, you say we definitely built the SEC team. No, we do. Like we got a squad, but they playing like we don't. We gonna go. So basically, it's 16 teams. I'm going to run y'all 16 days in a row, at least one video a day about the SEC. They want it, we got it. We could, if we gave out, we couldn't give them to them because they wouldn't know what to do with them. But if we went and took this schedule right now, we going to a bowl game. We going to a bowl game, period. And them heavyweights up top, that Alabama, that Texas, that Missouri, I talk about them later. I ain't gonna worry about it. We're gonna talk about them later. Mama, see what's happening. Parker, you say my girl, they thinks Colorado is a joke. I told her, hey, no, we got something this year. We got some. We had some last year. We could have won by 7 games last year. 7, 8, 9 games. But at the bare minimum, we could have went to a bowl game. But it's all fine and dandy. We just showed you, whoever watching this and love the SEC, listen, I'm from the South. I rock with them. But we could beat Vanderbilt. We could replace them and have everybody else on the schedule scared. Colorado gonna play Vanderbilt's schedule. Vanderbilt will play Colorado's schedule. Our boy, they'll flip out. Everybody, no. Hey, we cannot let that happen. I don't care what. But give us 23 of recruiting in the SEC and 24. Ooh, Boy, we would have ran that thing. Carl, you say I was in Durham. Now, I don't know where Hendersonville is, but I was in Durham. I was right there in Raleigh, yeah. Carl, you say Shador. Yeah, man, listen. So, look, y'all, I just want to I'm going to give y'all one team a day of why we could go into the SEC. But always remember, we would have had 23 of recruiting the SEC and 24. But Vanderbilt, we can replace them right now. And I guarantee you, if Coach Prime had 2 years to recruit, 23 and 24, we wouldn't be the last team in the conference. But even since we don't got it, and we recruited where we was at, and we plug us in now, we would eat up that Vanderbilt schedule. We'll be bare minimum, we going to the bowl game. They would feel Shador. They'll feel man, listen. Y'all, we got a squad. I just want to tell y'all that New Orleans, you say when CU dominate, they all going to act they going to act surprised, but they shouldn't. Hey, look, y'all know me, man. I'm going to jump off this one. We finna run another one. Finna run that. I'm going to run that. We're going to run another one, but I'm going to give you one a day. So 16 days in a row, we going to talk about us and the SEC, because they be want to talk that trash. They be thinking like the SEC, they just, we the high and mighty. We are the high and mighty. No, man. Colorado can come over here and do something. Matt, you say all I know is this. If these boys are transferring from the SEC teams and trying to SEC, we're trying to recruit them. Exactly. We got guys from the SEC. Man, boy. Hey, we're proving them wrong one day at a time. I'm gonna prove wrong 16 days in a row. Now I know that once I get to the top, it's gonna be more of a fight. But we gonna eat up the first 8. We gonna eat them up. Hey, Coach Bear, you said Mama C, yeah, Bob hot. Why does he keep talking about Coach Prime in the SEC? And you know what? I hope Vanderbilt does not offer him. Or you know what? Maybe even Florida. I hope he's gonna talk about them too. Oh man. Man, the season needs to hurry up. Oh my goodness. That's 2 teams that could possibly get Coach Prime. But Florida never hired a black coach, but Vanderbilt have. I doubt he goes, but what if he comes? Oh my goodness. Coach Barry, you said Juju still gonna come to see you. I believe he is. I said X was coming beforehand, and it happened. Now Juju still gonna come. Yeah. I think he coming. I think they got some. I think they got some coming. But look, y'all, I'm gonna get off this live, and I'm finna come right back on live. We finna talk about something else, man. We gonna talk about Colorado again. Oh, I know what I want to tell y'all. Basically, go in kind of with this SEC stuff. This is what we finna talk about next. Hey, I'm gonna put the link out pretty much right now. I'm finna put the link out right now. So, man, y'all just get ready to tap back in. Hey, watch. Hey. We ready now. Hey, watch what I put out, man. Hey, let's ride. Holla, holla, holla.